So it's Saturday morning here. We're just gonna start getting packed up. Got everything 90% packed there. We're gonna get everything into the car and we're gonna head out to Bell Lake Access Point and start our Killarney trip here. So 6 days, well 6 nights, yeah, in the park there. Got a loop that we were able to get because Killarney is kind of hard to pick unless you get there early, and this is kind of a not a last minute but midway through summer kind of plan to get these this trip in. So it's to be a good 6-day trip. So yeah, I'm going to get the car loaded up and we're going to hit the road. All right, so I just wanted to take a minute here, show you the food that we're going to be taking out with us on our Killarney trip. So I have it just laid out here on the table here. So the way I organize my stuff here is I usually go in rows, and then each day kind of from left to right. For me, it's just the easiest way to organize my stuff. So first thing we have here is all of our breakfast. So I got 6 meals of oatmeal, so 3 packets. So I divide 3 packets between 2 people because I find 1 not enough, 2 is too many. So between 2 people I have 3, and I just kind of split it up that way. In the bag as well there's a bunch of toppings, so I got like flax seeds, chia seeds, raisins, some other things in there, as well as some dark chocolate to throw in, and some cinnamon. So that's my oatmeal for the morning. Pancake mix. I bought one of these Cali breakfast bowls from Nomad Nutrition, so I'm going to give that a shot. Never tried that yet. Of course, we've got the coffee. I'm going to put that in a smaller bag. Some instant coffee just for quick when I don't want to break out the French press. Some tea for the evening if we want some tea. Some of our fresh fruit that we're going to have, and then rolling over and do lunch. So these are basically just laid out because I need 6 days of lunches and then 6 days of suppers. So it's not particularly in order. I just lay it out so I know I have enough, and then when we're actually out there and we feel like something, we just eat what we want. But at least this way I know I have enough. So this trip I bought a few more extra pre-made, like these Nomad Nutrition, some of these Peak Fuel ones. I don't normally do that, but I thought I'd treat myself for this trip and try. But I do have a lot of my pre-made meals that I made and then dehydrated and then put in the vacuum seal. So for instance, like I got cold soaked pasta, which is really good, my green lentil stew, tuna with pasta. First time I tried tuna was this year in the dehydrator, and actually worked out really well. It's a good one. This is my 1-pot jambalaya with orzo and Beyond sausage. I got my Beyond chili, which is actually really good as well. And then this is dehydrated sweet potato stew. And this is black bean burger. So basically just the powder, and then you rehydrate it. I'll get some buns for that. So those are the main meals that I have for here. And then I also have the snacks. So I got to be bringing some wraps, and then peanut butter and some hazelnut chocolate, whatever it is there, and some honey. I'll get some other things, as well as all my bars. So just a bunch of bars, fruit bars, granola bars, other things like that. Almonds, some dehydrated fruits, so strawberries, pineapple, some papaya. I know those are mango actually. Yeah, mangoes. And then those are all the ketchup, mustard, and relishes for my burgers. And that's it. So that's pretty much what we're eating here on the trip. 6-day trip. And yeah, it should be pretty good. All right. We just parked the car at Bell Lake, got our permit, and we just started walking here towards Johnny Lake. We're going to be doing double portage here for this trip, because we got our 3 bags and our canoe. So we decided that yeah, we're gonna basically double portage everything, or triple, depending on how you look at it. Done that before in the past, and as the guy who always carries the canoe, it's actually nice to walk the trail couple times without a canoe on your head so you can see everything. So, all right, so that's it. Yeah, we're just gonna get ourselves going here and get the canoe and hit the water. All right. All right, we are officially underway, paddling our way along Johnny Lake here. So about 3.2k, and then we hit our third portage, last one of the day. And then we're on Clearview Lake, Crystal View Lake, something like that. And only campsite on that lake is ours for the night. So we'll be heading there. Should take us only, I don't know, an hour and a half at the most to get there. 2 hours if we're really taking it easy, but it's not even 4 o'clock yet, so we got lots of time. And the weather is beautiful, pretty hot. Sweat a little bit just even going off that first little 2 portages, but otherwise, so far it's been a good start. All right. Okay. Starting off the portage here, 780 meters or so from Johnny Lake to Clear Silver Lake. That's the right name for it. So, see how these portages in Killarney are. Of course, these are the first ones from an access point, so they're always going to be easier. But yeah. All right, let's see how this goes. Yeah, so far it's been a little bit of traffic on these trails. I mean, I guess it is Saturday, so to be expected. But most of them are going the opposite direction of us, so they're probably heading out of the park from the access point we started from. But yeah, seems to be a popular little place for right now. There we go. Can you get out? Yeah. Good evening. So, first night for our Killarney trip here. We're just got the fire going, got the supper on, set up the tent, and I'll show you a little bit around the site here. It's not bad, so quite shaded, but pretty flat ground. Pretty nice. Here, I'll stop moving so quick there. Yeah. Pretty nice around. We got our tent way down there on a little point. Can't really see it because it's green. And this is Clear Silver Lake. right there. Canoes down there where we landed. And back this way, what's pretty nice is somebody was kind enough here to leave us a nice little caution note about a couple of snakes living on the area and a snapping turtle, and just to be cautious of that. And cooking dinner here. Probably have to pull it off shortly. Tonight on the menu is going to be Beyond sausage with jambalaya with orzo. Oh yeah, look at that. So a meal there I dehydrated at home. Got the recipe off the internet there, and instead of real sausage I'm using Beyond. Seemed to dehydrate quite well and rehydrate pretty well, so I'm going to be using it for that. All right. So, that's it for now. It's smoking my eye. So just out here fishing, and that note told us there was a couple of snakes around living in the bushes, and lo and behold, the sun showed this guy. Try to zoom in here gently. There he is right there. Living right there, he's sunning himself. Being cold-blooded. That's what he's doing. Right on. Good morning. Alright, so just woke up here. It's a little cooler this morning, but still a very nice day. No clouds in the sky. Not yet anyway. So I'm gonna get up, get the fire going, get some coffee on, some oatmeal going. But yeah, got a nice morning out this morning. Like you can see here, little mist on the water. Looks rather nice. Oh, slept pretty good last night. So yeah, time to get the breakfast going and get ourselves packed up. Plan for today is to hike to Silver Peak and get to our, which includes a 2.7k portage, which we have to do 3 times, so that'll be fun. All right, let's get her going. All right, breakfast just about ready to go. So what's on the menu for this morning? French press coffee. Wait a few minutes there. I just put the water in, so let that steep for a little bit. And then our oatmeal, which is like an instant multigrain oatmeal. A few things in there. Some dark chocolate we can add. We got cinnamon. We're going to throw in there. And then I've got a bag of toppings, which has got some seeds like flax seeds, which are all ground up, sesame seeds, raisins, and something else, don't know what. So that goes on top of the oatmeal. Makes yourselves a nice little breakfast. So, yep. Got the water boiled in the fire there. And got a beautiful morning. All right. We'll get breakfast. We'll get packed up. And then we'll see you on the water.
Right in front of us.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
Slightly on the right.
Okay. Yeah, you got much better eyes than me. All right. We are off. Paddling away from our first campsite here on Clear Silver Lake. We got a short little paddle, not even half a click, to the portage, and then we'll portage all of our stuff to the end, and then pack a little bag for our hike up to the top of, what was the name of that thing again?
Silver Peak.
Silver Peak. There we go. All right. Oh wow, yeah. Big guy. All right, so we're here officially on the upwards portion of the trail, heading our way up. So from where we just turned, it should be 1.9k and all uphill to the top of the Silver Peak. All right, so yeah, winded already and we just started. Good. All right. We'll see you at the top. All right. Pause for some water there, and yeah, you see the trail here. It's quite rocky, interesting. So keeps going up and up. Ooh. So nice white rock though. Yep. Killarney is famous for. All right, up we go. Oh, okay, so here we are at the first exposure or exposed rock along the Silver Peak trail here. So what's really neat is that little lake or pond down there. That's pretty much, that's where we left our kit for the next portage, down there. And then we're going this way in behind that little mountain range. And then this big lake up here is the next lake we're on, and we're going to paddle all the way along here, this big lake, till we get to the end, and that's where we have our 2.7k portage, and we're going that way. Really neat up here. All right, so just about to the top of the hill here, but you can see just along the trail there is tons and tons of blueberries. Tons of them, like everywhere, just along the edge. Yeah, like bushes of them. Really neat. And we're almost there. We're going up there. Alright, just coming back down the mountain here, and just walking down here. Saw this on the way up, but I wanted to film it here, show you. This is pretty cool. It's a big rock feature. So neat, like naturally carved. I don't know. And then yeah, trail just goes up through here. So yeah, on our way back down to the canoe now. It was a beautiful, beautiful scenery up there. Good hike up, but definitely worth it. So we're about halfway down now. So we'll head down to the canoe and start paddling. Okay, we can go. Probably did, because they look pretty grumpy. Nobody was saying hi. Good evening. It is 7 o'clock now at night, and we are not where we thought we were going to be. So we did the Silver Peak Trail this afternoon. And then after we came down from the hike, we hopped in the canoe and started our portage, thinking we were going to end up at the 2.7 kilometer portage, which we knew was going to be a lot because we just finished hiking Silver Peak. But unfortunately, somebody turned one of the signs around on us, and I ended up going the wrong way for about a kilometer or so till I saw something, and I was like, this is not the right way. And then as we went to the next portage, we asked somebody, and they said, no, it's this way. The opposite way we were going before. So confirmed that, yeah, we were going the wrong way for a bit. And then he was nice enough to inform us that that 2.7 portage is also the hardest portage in the park. So it would have taken us basically an hour each way, because we're double carrying. That's 3 hours of portaging. And we'd already basically hiked up and down the mountain, walked over 20K so far today. And it was like 3 o'clock and we still had to paddle for another hour. So that wasn't going to happen, because we would have started the portage around 4:35. And we were tired and didn't have a lot of water left. And it was not going to be safe to carry on. So we were lucky. We got to the last site on Johnny Lake, I think it is here, before the portage, or the 2.7. We got here around 4:30 because we didn't want to start the portage, because like I say, it's going to take 3 hours to do it. And we ate dinner here. We waited for 2.5 hours to make sure nobody was going to show up. It's 7 o'clock now. We just started setting up the tent. So yeah, we didn't want to make sure we're screwing over somebody else if they were coming off the portage, the long one, and coming here. We didn't want to screw them over, so we waited as long as we could. But we got to set up now because we're going to be going to bed soon because we're tired. Yeah, I'll show you quickly around here, and then I'll show you on the map what transpired today. Okay, so we're up on a little bit of a hill here, a little slope. The whole campsite is kind of like slopey. You can see the canoe way down there, and there's the tent we just set up, and it's all forest course back here. We're not on an island. Yeah, somebody forgot their hat. You can see that there, and there's the rest of the site. So somebody left a clothesline up here and a big blanket or something. I don't know exactly what it is, but this thing here. So we thought somebody was here when we first came by, but this was just sitting here, and nobody's come here since. So somebody just left it there and whatever. So that was it. Okay, so I'll show you on the map where we're going to be. Okay, so we started out here today, Clear Silver Lake. We brought all of our stuff here, and then we started, basically we double portaged all the stuff to here, packed a bag for the day, and then we hiked up here, up to Silver Peak, and back down. So that means this little portion that we did here, the 730, we actually did that 5 times today. And then when we came to this portage, somebody put the Clear Silver Lake sign pointing this way. So I went this way because I knew that's where we come from. So anyways, that's what screwed us up. And then we ended up back on David Lake. Yeah, sorry, that's the lake we're on, David Lake. And then we realized quickly, like once I started paddling into the David Lake, I'm like, there's no way we're going to be able to do this 2.7K portage right here. So made the decision to try to find a site. So we looked at this one. That was a hiking site. That was empty. We looked at this site. This site was empty as well. And like I said, then we waited. So plan for tomorrow is we're going to get up around 8 o'clock. We're going to hit the trail and do this. And what I anticipate is, since we have to do it 3 times, it's going to take an hour each way. So that's going to take us 3 hours to do in the morning. We were supposed to camp here tonight, but obviously we're not going to make it. So we're going to try to make it to our next site, which is not that far. Oops. It's just over here on this lake up here. So it'll be interesting. We'll have a few portages, but we have the day, and I think we'll be able to make it. So, all right. So that's the update. And we are friggin' tired because, yeah, I think we walked over 22K in total. And that's, some of that was obviously with a canoe and a bag, and that doesn't include all the paddling we did. So yeah, we're going to be going to bed early, and well deserved. All right, till tomorrow. Good morning. Day 3 here, out on our trip. And as you can see, the weather is wonderful. So, started to rain last night, probably 4 in the morning, 3 in the morning, somewhere around there. GPS said it wasn't supposed to start raining until today, like this afternoon. So GPS lied. And yeah, the winds are supposed to be picking up this afternoon too, like really strong wind gusts. That's what the GPS said, so I'll believe it when I see it. And yeah, so right now we just left camp. Didn't film anything because it's wet, and we're just focused on getting coffee and food into us and packing up. And right now we're just paddling to the portage, which again is 2.7, so it should take us 3 hours. We're going to double portage, an hour each way, so take us a bit. And that's it. So we'll see how that goes today, and then we'll see how far we can get, because we are one campsite behind now, but not too worried because the last couple of days of this trip are very easy days. So we got lots of time to catch up on our trip here. So just a matter of getting through today, which is going to be an interesting rainy day. But as one of the other YouTubers quoted once, always remember at the end of the day you'll be warm and dry in your tent. So that's all I got to keep thinking as we get through today. All right, see you on the other side. All right, so 2.7K portage times 3 is done. Took us 2 hours and 45 minutes or so, somewhere around there, to do that. So now we are on the lake we were supposed to get to last night. So it's at Great Mountain Lake. We're going to stop at the campsite we were going to stay at last night for a quick lunch. Maybe make a hot drink, because it's still raining out. And then we're going to carry on and try to finish what we're supposed to do today. So looks like we got like 5 or 6 portages today. Longest 600 or so, so hopefully not too bad. But the map says difficult to paddle in low water, and all the lakes here look like they've gone down a little bit, so hopefully we won't encounter too many swampy areas. But so that's it. It's almost noon. We're gonna stop for lunch, keep paddling, keep going in the rain. Okay, just finished first trip of the short 380 here. At the end of trail, though, the end of the portage, there's this neat little cabin. So we're on Fish Lake, so portage out of Fish Lake. Nice little old cabin here. Pretty kind of decrepit looking. I wouldn't want to stay in here, but yeah, pretty neat. Just old clothes hanging, old sleeping bags. Smells pretty funky. Definitely would not want to sleep in here. Looks like it's been pretty ransacked at one point. Hope the animals are getting in there. So yeah, so that was pretty neat. Again, that's right at the portage there on Fish Lake. Cute little cabin. One time would have been pretty neat to stay in. All right, so we go back, get the second load. It's noon now, and we're already tired because that portage last one was gooder. All right. Okay, here we are at Goose Lake. Our second last portage of the day. We just did the first carry of the canoe and the food barrel. So this Goose Lake and is just a small little lake. But what was interesting is this beaver dam, massive beaver dam. I'll see if I can get the camera point up. I don't know if you can see that, but that's like huge beaver dam that is holding back this entire lake. Crazy. So yeah, anyways, show you on the way back there some of the portage we just did. Really neat because we actually walked through the side of the creek. It was super neat. Anyways, so I'll show you that. All right, so this is what we are portaging through. Is these basically weeds. Can't even see a trail. But yeah, so we're gonna portaging through this. And it gets really, really high. Because normally portages, once you get off a creek or a lake or something, it leads you into the woods. This one just follows along the creek, and yeah, oh, I thought it was super neat. Anyway, all right, yeah, there's the creek that we were on. Obviously, you can see why we're not paddling it. While we're portaging. All right. All right, we are officially on our last paddle here till we get to our campsite. So we're on Bear Lake. It's been a long day. It's 3:40 now. We started at 8 in the morning. We didn't really stop for lunch. Just had a wrap at the end of a portage there. And yeah, 6 portages, one being a 2.7. So we should be at our site in less than an hour. Just got to go up and around here. Weather looks decent right now, but yeah, so we're almost there. Last lake. Good evening. So we just got to camp here about an hour ago, and we were fighting that headwind, which you can probably hear, in coming in here for about a couple K. So thankfully we're at the site now. We've got water on. We're going to make dinner. Tonight's going to be a non-homemade meal. I'm going to try that, which other people have said tasted delicious. But this is a nice site when you first look at it. And the only reason it's not nice is because people are not so nice. I went up here to set up the tent, and like everywhere I look, there is toilet paper. Like everywhere. There, back there, over here by where the only flat spot is, there's all kinds of frickin' toilet paper. Like people are just shitting everywhere, and the shitter is just right there. Right there. And I found dog shit over in one of the corners there. Where the tent was a whole giant pile of dog food, leftover dog food. Well, there it is right there, still there. We're trying to scoop it up there. That's a whole big pile of dog food. So, you know, probably gonna have some critters and animals floating around here. And yeah, so nice site, but people are just stupid. Like, I can't believe that they treat it like that and just leave stuff everywhere. So, and like around the campfire is old mosquito coils with the metal holders, everything, like just garbage everywhere. So we're trying to clean it up as best we can and make it as good as we can, but just ridiculous. People have no respect. All right, other than that, we had a very good day, even though it was very long, 8.5 hours of traveling. So we are going to wait for that water to boil, and then we're going to eat our dinner. Good morning. It is Tuesday today. This is day 4 of our trip. Good night last night. Woke up this morning. Obviously you can see no rain today, sunny skies, so it's a good start. Oh, got a good night's rest. We needed after yesterday's long day. Today it's going to be not as long, but still got a 2.2k portage, so times 3 for that as we double carry it. And heading out to Panache Bay today. So just got the fire going. Gonna get the water on, get some oatmeal and coffee because that is necessary. So show you around here, but it is a beautiful day out here. All right, just leaving camp here on Bear Lake, heading towards Panache. Beautiful morning, like I said earlier. Winds are pretty light right now. A little later start, but that's okay. We had a hard day yesterday in the rain. A long day, and today should be about 5 to 6 hours of traveling. And yeah, should be pretty good. No rain for today anyway. All right. All right, just finished paddling Great Bear, or Bear Lake. So we're on the first of our 3 portages for today. This one's just a short little 270. Another one is another 260 or something. Then we get to the big one. And yeah, both of us got some good blisters yesterday from basically walking. It was like around 21 kilometers or 27 kilometers we walked yesterday in total. And of course the shoes were wet because it was raining all day. So Now we end up getting some blisters, but bandaged them up this morning and we're on our way. Whew, legs are a little sore. Need to warm up a bit. The other spot was, if the water was low, I'm sure you can get in there, but no, this is way better. Not getting into a swamp. Okay, so we don't go into there. Still gotta paddle up for a bit. Just looking at it now. Alright, so we just finished the 2.2 portage onto Panache Lake. So yeah, double carry. So that was 6.6 kilometers. Didn't take us that long. 36 minutes each trip. So not too bad. Feet were kind of sore. Got lots of blisters from yesterday walking in wet feet all day. But overall, the trail itself, the portage, was like easy for a long portage. That's exactly what you want. Like well worn down, not really much hills at all, just a straight shot. So it was pretty good, pretty easy. So now we're just on a last little paddle here to our campsite in Panache Bay, or sorry, Grassy Bay. That's where we're going. And yeah, just here on Panache Lake, and there is lots of cottages out here. We are kind of technically outside the park right now. Portage took us out. Hopefully the campsite tonight is a little cleaner than last night. That was ridiculous. I think all in all, so far so good today. It's 3 o'clock. Making good time because yeah, we only left at 10 and we've done a lot of distance, so it's been a beautiful day so far, and we'll get to our site probably before 4. Maybe go for a swim and enjoy the rest of the afternoon. Alright, see you on the site. Okay, so we're just at the put in for our 3rd portage, which is turned into our 5th portage, and I can expand on that maybe later on tonight, but we got to get going because as you can see, we just crossed Harry Lake. We stopped just back there to grab our rain jackets out of our gear because this came out of nowhere, and it's been, you can hear the thunder. No lightning yet. So hopefully we're going to go this portage, which is 640. Hopefully by the time we get to the other side, things will be cleared up by then. But we have this portage 2 kilometer paddle, another portage, and then we're on where our campsite's going to be. So not far to go, but we're just trying to beat the rain or avoid being on the water while it thunders and so on. Okay, so that's it. So we just finished our first trip of the portage here. Just came back to the start point. Starts just over there, but we just stopped here because there is just a whole field of wild blackberries. So having a good little snack, but yeah, you can just see they're everywhere around here. So nice little treat. Okay, so just an update. It's been about an hour and a half since we left Hairy Lake. We got to Pike Lake, started the paddle, and not even a quarter of the way through we ran into somebody in a canoe, and he was covered in mud. That's not a good sign. And then he said good luck, because they had spent over an hour getting through, and when we proceeded to get to the point where we could see where he was, we immediately knew, like, yeah, there's no way we're getting through. So it is this is Pike Lake right now. So there is a path through that's really low, and you just can't do it. Like, it's almost impassable. So right now we're just following the shoreline around, because we got to cross back over, and we got to follow the shoreline on that side all the way back about 1.5 kilometers, or at least somewhere around 1.5 kilometers. We just did our first trip with the bags because I wanted to make sure the path was clear before I grabbed the canoe. But it's, you know, after 5 o'clock now, and we have to go get the canoe and come back with the canoe, finish another small portage, and then paddle to our site. So it's going to be a long day. This was not expected. This is adding, I would say 2.5, 3 hours to our trip, and not easy because, again, we got to follow. Luckily, we're following the edge of the water line because there is no lake anymore, and it's dry enough that it's muddy in spots, and we're sinking, but we're not, you know, up to our knees or anything like that, or going through muck. So, anyways, that's where we are right now, and the bugs are obviously, as you would imagine, in a swamp, are lovely at this time. So anyways, we're going to carry on, and hopefully we're back at our site soon enough. Okay, so yeah, this is Pike Lake. So we're going to get our canoe this way, and this is the way to the portage, and the portage is through that little inlet right there. So you can see why the other guy struggled a little bit. There is hardly anything here. So not a good year for Pike Lake. All right, that debacle is done. So I used my Garmin watch there to track it on the way back and then on the way here with the canoe. So 2 kilometers one way. So we had to stop 2 kilometers away from our portage and double carry to here. Now we got a portage. So that was an extra 6K that was not anticipated. And yeah, it was not fun. Luckily, we were able to walk on the shoreline. Like I said, like, it was pretty sketchy, but it was good enough. And just at the end, like as we were walking with the last gear and lots of it, and then Mother Nature decided to throw another fun thing at us. Now it's raining. So anyways, it's 6:40 now. We don't have to go very far to our site, thank God. It's only another 400 meter portage and less than a 500 meter paddle. And we're just taking a little break here, resting up for a minute, and then we're going to grab the gear and carry on. So that was not fun, but it was a challenge and we did it. So All right, now hopefully to the site. Well, at least the end of this day, Mother Nature gave us rainbow right there. So that's nice. And I think our campsite is right there. So just finished a little short portage. It's now 7:10. All right, let's get to it. Okay, so after what was supposed to be a fairly easy day, turned into an epic day of 8.5 hours of traveling. We are finally here on our site on Balsam Lake. So yeah, we got here about 20 minutes ago. So we got the fire going, I got the water pot on, and yeah, we got the water filter going because we burned through all of our water. Sweating on that portage. A couple of easy meals. They absolutely lie when they say 2 servings. So yeah, we're each having one of those. And this is our site on Balsam Lake. Actually a really nice site. I wish we'd have gotten here earlier, but I mean, we did miss the rain, so that's something. And we got a whole bunch of geese out here making a bunch of noise. But just down over here, oh, I can't see the sun now because of course the clouds came out. But the sunset is setting right out here. So yeah, beautiful little flat rock spot right on the water. And the sun was set right here, if you could see it. But yeah, so all in all, very tough day. Big unexpected surprises, but could have been worse. We were safe. We did what we had to do to finish the day, make sure nobody got hurt, and made the best of it. So, all right. Time to go eat, set up the tent, wash up, go to bed. Yeah. Just push it out a little bit off the rocks and we'll get you in the boat. There you go. Can you hop in? Hopping again. In. Huh? Just in front of me. So. Yeah, we did. Just gonna stop recording. Good morning. All right, so it's 8:30 in the morning. We left camp. Just on the water now. We got up just after 6. Had our coffee, had our oatmeal, packed up. Didn't film anything there because we just want to get on the water. We've got about 14K of paddling, maybe just a little bit under, and one hard portage of 40 meters. Thank God there's only one. And it's very short because we're done with portaging now. So yeah, we're gonna head back to the car. That's gonna be the end of our Killarney excursion and experience. So far been good, but yeah, we got 14K paddling. We should be at the car by noon and then heading back to our place. So beautiful morning out here. The water is calm, the winds are light, the sun is behind us. It's absolutely beautiful this morning. on a campsite, but obviously. Okay, so we made it. Just put the first bags in the car and going back to grab the canoe, loaded it back up on the car and end the trip. So overall, it was a very memorable trip. 5 nights out in Killarney. Pretty big loop. I don't know what the kilometers were, but overall, it was a good trip. So, yeah, time to go get some real coffee and some takeout food. Something greasy and delicious. Something that's not freeze dried. So that was it. Good trip.